whole panel was just discussing the transformation in the Greek banking industry over the past five plus years. And the main points are that the banks have really been making a convincing transformation from dealing with their NPL problems of 6 or 7 years ago to making, in the memorable words of Lazaros Papagarifalou, a more athletic operation, and dealing with their operating model, digitizing their services to clients, and lowering their costs. Some goals and strategies looking forwards for the banks would include further continuing their transformation, where I think the focus will be on the IT transformation, which enables many of their other changes, digitizing their processes further and taking more advantage of the data that they have in order to better sell to their clients, and continuing cost transformation. And then looking more beyond that, I'd say that the objectives for the Greek banks actually align a lot with European banks. And so that means that minimizing, I should say, the rising cost of their deposit base is very important. Also, maximizing the amount of money they can make out of selling wealth products and out of their payments networks is also important. And then finally, the opportunities that climate change and the transition towards a more sustainable economy present, and particularly in the retail space where it's difficult to find products that make money for the banks out of this, also priorities. Because I do think there are some significant risks for the Greek banks going forwards. Most obviously, the current macro environment has rising rates and high inflation. And that means that, particularly in Greece, where most of the mortgages are variable rate, individual households are experiencing a real squeeze on the affordability of their loans. And so Greek banks need to think about how they manage that going forwards. And like banks all around Europe, I suggest that they should be on the front foot, and they need to show that they can support their clients through this situation by dealing with issues before they become too serious. And it's of particular relevance for the Greek banks, given that they've been in a strained position on asset quality in the past. So I think that's one area in which they need to be on the lookout for risk and dealing with those risks. And the second area I'd say is that the Greek banking system is quite concentrated, and that means that puts them in a privileged position, of course, in a way, but also it means that they're vulnerable to challenger banks and also to fintechs who will challenge them for the more profitable parts of the business model. And this puts them in a place where they need to focus very heavily on providing the best customer proposition that they can in order to defend against that. A forum like Capital Link is a great opportunity for investors in the economy and also the banks and the other corporates to all come together and discuss, I think, the opportunities that are in Greece, but also the challenges, and to build solutions together.